Hey guys, I'm Steve Nash.
And I'm Felicia, and this is our review of Neuroshima Hex. Like Nero, like Steve has neurological problems.
Like Felicia was born near power lines.
I don't get it. Please explain.
You are hexed with birth defects.
I was born near ha ha ha.
Neuroshima Hex is a tile-based wargame where players are trying to destroy the HQ of the other players. In the box you'll find a board which can be used to play the original game and its expansion, 4 boards for each player which summarizes each of their unit's abilities and how many they will have in their armies, and tiles which represent each unit and are colored to match each player.
Here's how you'll set up the game. Each player receives an army board of one of the 4 boards included. Then each player receives all the tiles of that color and places their marker on the 20 of the HP track. This track is used to keep track of a player's headquarters hit points. Each player removes the HQ tile from their tiles and shuffles the rest, making a deck to draw from. Starting with the first player and going clockwise, each player places their HQ tile somewhere on the board, on the green area. The black wall along the green area shows the playing area. The other areas are used in expansions. Once all players have their deck of tiles and their HQ placed, the game can begin.
At the start of your turn, you'll draw up to 3 tiles from your deck and place them face up in front of you. Now you must choose to remove one of those tiles. With the remaining 2, you can play them, discard them, or keep them in play to a later turn. If at the start of your turn you already have 2 tiles in front of you, you'll only draw 1 from the deck and again discard 1. So you always have to start with 3 tiles, minus 1.
Let me explain some of the tiles you will use and some of the abilities of each unit. The arrow tile allows you to move one of your units to an adjacent hex. Some units have this symbol on them, meaning they can do it automatically once per turn. The straight arrow allows you to push away a unit adjacent to one of yours. The short triangle means that unit can do melee attack on the side of their tile. Some units can have more than one side to which they can attack. The long triangle means a ranged attack. Some units can shoot at their units in the line of sight to which that triangle is pointing to. The white lines on some sides mean this unit has armor there. A ranged attack on armor has a -1 penalty. The net symbol means exactly that. It's a net. Any adjacent units on the side where the net is rendered useless and can't do anything in a battle. The plus symbol means an extra hit point for that unit. Usually all units have only 1 hit point. The number is their initiative in battles. 3s will go first, then 2s, then 1s, and finally the 0s. Some tiles give bonuses to adjacent friendly units. These are called modules. Wherever the arrow points to, these modules can give an extra attack, an extra hit point, or even raise their initiative. Finally, the explosion tile is to start a battle between all tiles that are on the board.
There are 2 ways a battle can start. One is by playing a battle tile, and the other is if the playing area becomes full. Here's what happens during a battle. All the units with initiative 3 will do actions first, simultaneously. So they attack, deal damage, and kill off other units. Then the units with initiative 2 will do the same, then 1, then the 0s, which are usually the HQ. They deal 1 damage to all surrounding units at the end of a battle. If any of these units hit the HQ of another player, reduce the hit points of that headquarter on the track. If it reaches 0, that army is destroyed. The game ends when someone runs out of tiles, or if there is only 1 player left with a headquarters. The player who has the most hit points left on his headquarters wins the game.
Each army has their own specialization. The Hegemony is a brutal melee type army. The Borgo is a fast army. The Moloch army is good with ranged attack and also has an air strike which is super deadly. In back of each of the army boards, there is also a background story, tactical advice, and a deck explanation.
It's a great game full of strategy and randomness. The armies are well balanced and the gameplay is fairly fast. We love the army boards and the theme of this game. We also like the fact that it comes with the Mad Bomber expansion. The artwork on the board is a little off scale. I mean, there's a broken down Volkswagen and a giant spider which are double the size of your headquarters. I don't think 20 army units can fit in a 20-foot square area. The tiles are annoying to shuffle and they should give us 4 cloth bags to draw from instead. That's what we did and it worked out better. The rulebook has a mistake in it which confuses melee with ranged attacks. These are small things that don't really bother the gameplay though. We love it, we're planning on playing it more often, and we're giving it an 8.5 on 10.